What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm back with another update on Kaspa. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Alright, so Kaspa has actually had a decent little climb up in the last 7 days. It's fought its way all the way back above 12 cents, which is very good to see. And I'll go over technical analysis at the end of the video, but it's gotten back above some very important levels. But their market cap is currently 2.9 billion, which ranks 38th among all cryptocurrencies. And then their circulating supply is 23.6 billion out of a max supply of 28.7 billion, which is about 82.5% in circulation. And I know I just talked about how Kaspa has climbed quite a bit in the last 7 days, but they are still down about 35% in the last 3 months. So if you guys are looking to buy the dip on Kaspa, I recommend using KuCoin or MEXC. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But we'll hop straight into the Kaspa news. So this is their X account. Thanks to the entire Kaspa team representing in Poland at Next Block Expo. And I know I say it all the time, but I love to see when Kaspa attends events. Especially for a layer 1 as new as Kaspa, it is very important for them to get their name and technology out there. Because at the end of the day, layer 1s are probably the most competitive narrative. And then on May 15th, Kaspa development news. KNG and WASM SDK are out. Both of them are strategically designed to streamline development processes and promote innovation within the Kaspa ecosystem. And anything that's going to help Kaspa grow is going to be bullish. And then as of May 14th, Kaspa is now live on FEMEX. And it's definitely never a bad thing to see new exchange listings. And the last Kaspa thing I want to show you is not actually posted by Kaspa, it's posted by ChainBTC. But I think it's actually a very good video just to remind you of why we are so bullish on Kaspa. Kaspa, next generation block DAG.
Introduced in 2021 after 10 years of research, Kaspa is the next generation cryptocurrency that's set to redefine blockchain landscape. Kaspa utilizes a revolutionary structure called block DAG, a directed acyclic graph, which implements the Ghost DAG protocol. Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, but rather allows them to coexist and orders them in consensus. This allows for secure operations while maintaining very high block rates. It is currently 1 block per second, aiming for 10 blocks per second, with visions of 100 blocks per second. Bitcoin started as a peer-to-peer currency. However, its blockchain faces limitations in scalability due to its linear structure. In addition to that, Bitcoin transactions sometimes come with hefty fees and longer confirmation times. Unlike Bitcoin's sequential confirmation process, Kaspa's parallel processing enhances speed, reduces fees with no trade-offs as the network stays decentralized and secure, solving the trilemma. Kaspa is a technological leap forward with its innovative block DAG structure. It outshines traditional blockchains, offering improved scalability, reduced fees, and faster transactions. With its commitment to proof of work, Kaspa ensures decentralization without compromise.
And remember, supposedly Kaspa is the first ever project to solve the blockchain trilemma of scalability, decentralization, and security. So if you actually sit back and think about it, the amount of potential growth for Kaspa is enormous. The goal is just to make sure that everyone else understands that. But now we'll hop into some macro news that could affect Kaspa's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Kaspa. So this is Watcher X account. And I'm not going to show you guys this video, but what they posted on May 18th, mining Bitcoin in 2013 when it was worth $100. And it's crazy how much Bitcoin has grown in the last decade. But then you have to put this in comparison to a project like Kaspa, and you have to understand that Kaspa has never even experienced a bull run. This is going to be their first ever bull run. And it took Bitcoin over a decade to get where it's at. And Kaspa is already over a $2 billion market cap in its first bull run. The sky really is the limit. And speaking of Bitcoin, they posted on May 17th, $67,000 Bitcoin. And again, I will go over technical analysis at the end of the video. But Bitcoin has also gotten back above some very important levels, so this is awesome to see. And it could potentially spark altcoin season. And then lastly, on May 15th, Vanguard hires BlackRock's global head of ETFs as new CEO. Vanguard banned all spot Bitcoin ETFs from their platform in January. So I'm sure at this point, most people know where this is heading. Vanguard realized their mistake. But while we're on X, you guys should come over and give your boy a follow, at Crypto Now or Never. I post on here all the time, so there's some information you guys are not going to want to miss out on. And then I also would like to take a moment to talk about my private Discord through Patreon. So at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers, but you're going to get many benefits for joining my Discord. For example, you guys are going to have closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And most of the cryptos that we are trading in here are microcap gems, less than 10 million in market cap. One of the biggest gains recently was called by one of my community members, Manchester, and we made over a 25x in 12 days. But we have been making thousands and thousands of percent gains through this initial pump. Wait until we are at the heights of the bull market. So if this sounds like something you guys might be interested in, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage. We are building a very strong community. I would love to have you guys in here. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Kaspa on the 4-hour time frame. And what I love to see at the current moment is that Kaspa is trading above all of the moving averages. This is extremely important. Not to mention the most recent candle, even though it is red, it bounced perfectly off of the 21-day. As long as we can stay above that level, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get a breakout. And then you could also argue that Kaspa is starting to form a bull flag, which break up 68% of the time, and this bull flag in particular would have a measure move to about 13.5 cents, which would take us above this previous local high. Although if Kaspa does get the breakout, that's the first level you would need to look for. We're going to want to see this local high get broken. If it does not, you need to be careful of a potential double top. So overall, Kaspa actually looks pretty good right now. We're just kind of consolidating at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get a breakout to the upside. Now, lastly, we'll take a look at Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin got that massive explosion, which was very important. It got us back above the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame, which we haven't been above that level since April 12th. It was over a month. And on Bitcoin, we have even broken above the previous local high, which Kaspa has not done yet. But again, that is kind of expected because Bitcoin runs first. And then as Bitcoin dominance drops, that's when meme coins and altcoins and stuff like that start to run. And right now, the most recent candle on Bitcoin, similar to Kaspa, came down and bounced off of the 21-day moving average. So both Kaspa and Bitcoin look very good. And both Bitcoin and Kaspa, you could argue, are in some sort of a bull flag pattern, which break up 68% of the time. And this one in particular for Bitcoin would have a measure move to just over 72,000, which would be about retesting all-time highs. Although I will say for Bitcoin, the flag isn't near as pretty. It looks a little bit more like a rising wedge, which actually break down 68% of the time. So I'm a little more 50-50 on Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin does get that massive explosion, that could be extremely bullish for altcoins. But just understand, crypto is still an extremely volatile asset class. At the end of the day, anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Kaspa will go this bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.